In this lesson, we are going to learn how to perform multiplication on matrices. And first of all, you are going to look at how to multiply a matrix by a scalar. So with this question that I have on the screen here, we have been given a matrix M and then a scalar A. And then we asked to find the product of the scalar and then the matrix. Let's look at how you are going to do this. So I'll have the scalar A multiplying the matrix M. So that will be equal to 2 times the matrix M with these entries 4, 0, 1, minus 9. So how are you going to perform this product? To do this, we're going to multiply the scalar by each of the elements or the entries of the matrix. So in this case, I'm going to have 2 times 4 here, then I'm going to have 2 times 0 here, and then I'll have 2 times 1 here, and also 2 times minus 9 here. Okay, so when I simplify this, I will have 2 times 4 giving me 8, and then 2 times 0 giving me 0, and then 2 times 1 will give me 2, and then 2 times minus 9 will give me minus 18. So this will be the answer after performing this multiplication. So this is how to multiply a matrix by a scalar. Let's try our hands on another example. So let's say I have a scalar A given to be 3, and then I have a matrix D with these entries 1, 3, 5, 5. Okay, so we are going to find the product of the scalar and then the matrix D. So this will be the scalar 3 multiplying the matrix 1, 3, 5, 5. So let's simplify this. So this will give me 3 times 1, which will give me 3, and then 3 times 3, which will give me 9, and also 3 times 5, which will give me 15, and also 3 times 5 again, which will give me 15. So this will be the result after performing this multiplication. So this is how to multiply a matrix by a scalar. The column of the first matrix is equal to the row of the second matrix. So we can therefore go ahead and then perform this multiplication. So let's look at how you are going to do this multiplication. So to do this multiplication, I'll first of all pick the first row of the first matrix and then the first column of the second matrix. Then I'll perform a dot product on these two, on the row and then the column. Okay, so let's look at how you are going to do this. So we picked row 1 and then column 1. Okay, so we are going to perform the dot product of their elements. Okay, so in this case, the 1 will multiply 7. Okay, then that will be added to 2 multiplying 9, and then that will also be added to 3 multiplying 11. Okay, and then this will be equal to 58. And then from here, we are going to pick the second column, okay, of matrix N. So we are going to pick the second column, okay, which is this column here. So now we're going to have row 1, column 2. So let's perform the dot product. So I will have 1 multiplying 8 plus 2 multiplying 10 plus 3 multiplying 12. So this will give me a value of 64. Then from here, we are going to consider the second row. Okay, so we are going to consider the second row. So I'll now pick this row here and then pick the first column. So in this case, we will have row 2, column 1. Okay, so let's look at the dot product. So that will give me 4 multiplying 7 plus 5 multiplying 9 plus 6 multiplying 11. Okay, so this will give me a value of 139. So from here, I'll now pick the second column, okay, of matrix N. So we are now picking this column here. So I'm now going to have row 2, column 2. Okay, so let's take the dot product. So I have 4 multiplying 8 plus 5 multiplying 10 plus 6 multiplying 12. So this will give me a value of 154. So from here, all we have to do is to write our resultant matrix. So I have the matrix M being multiplied by matrix N. So for row 1, column 1, we have a value of 58. And then for row 1, column 2, we have a value of 64. And then for row 2, column 1, we have a value of 139. And then for row 2, column 2, we have a value of 154. So this will be the value for the resultant matrix. So this is how to perform multiplication on two matrices. Okay, so let's try our hands on this example also. So we've been given matrix C and then matrix D, and then we have to find their product. Okay, so let's look at how we are going to do this. So the first thing you will have to do is to check if the matrices are compatible. Okay, so let's look at these two matrices here. Matrix C is a 2 by 2 matrix, and then matrix D is also a 2 by 2 matrix. So from here we can see that the column of matrix C is equal to the row of matrix D. So this tells us that these two matrices are compatible. So you can perform this multiplication, and then our result is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix because of these two values here. Okay, so let's go ahead and then do this multiplication. So C by D. So we'll have 2, 4, 6, 8. This matrix multiplying matrix D with elements 9, 10, 11, and then 12. So to perform this multiplication, I'll first of all pick the first row of matrix C and then the first column of matrix D. And then I'll perform a dot product on this. So that will be giving me row 1, column 1. Okay, so that will be equal to 2 multiplying 9, okay, plus 4 multiplying 11. Then from there, I will pick column 2 of matrix D. Okay, so I'll now pick this column here. So that will be row 1, column 2. So I will have 2 multiplying 10 plus 4 multiplying 12. Okay, and then okay, let's find the value of these two. So 2 times 9, 2 times 9 plus 4 times 11, that will give me a value of 62. And then 2 times 10 plus 4 times 12, that will give me a value of what? 68. Okay, so let's continue. So now I'm going to consider row 2. I'm going to consider row 2. So we are considering row 2 and then column 1 first. Okay, so that will give me row 2, column 1. So that will be equal to 6 multiplying 9 plus 8 multiplying 11. Let's see the value of that. So 6 by 9 plus 8 by 11. That will give me a value of 142. And then lastly, you are going to have row 2 column 2. Okay, so row 2 column 2. Okay, so that will be row 2 column 2. So that will be equal to 6 multiplying 10 plus 8 multiplying 12. So let's find the result of this also. 6 multiplying 10 plus 8 multiplying 12. That will give me a value of 156. So we'll be able to find the values for the various entries of the resultant matrix. So this will give me matrix C multiplying D to be equal to, for row 1 column 1 I will have 62, and then for row 1 column 2 I will have a value of 68, and then for row 2 column 1 I will have a value of 142, and then for row 2 column 2 I will have a value of 156. So this will be the resultant matrix.